Game Chat with Bwana, your source for gaming news and reviews. Now, here's Bwana McCall.
The Game Chat 1 episode 43 and my letters went away. I don't know where they went. This Game Chat 1, let's just pretend that the letters down there say down there it's supposed to say episode 43. So Happy New Year. You don't get a title. This is Game Chat 1 episode 43. This is the first one of the new year. 2012 is here. And we're not dead yet. But while we're here, we're going to be talking about some gaming news. The last 7 days of gaming news, gaming topics, all the gaming stuff that we find on the web. We try to find the best shows across the internet. And we talk about those shows here on Game Chat with Bwana. And you guys join my community over at bwana.tv/forums. And you go over there and you look for a post. Bwana posts a post about a post. And this post contains all the stories that we're going to talk about in Game Chat 1. You guys go, Bwana, that's a pretty good post, but I think you left out story A, B, C, 6, and F. And then I go, wow, I had no idea that stories A, B, C, D, 6, and F were available. And then I talk about them on the show towards the end. And then at the very, very end, we have title time. Title time. And title time is when you guys come up with a snazzy title that will kind of make me laugh, make me giggle, make everybody else laugh and giggle. Because it has to do with the show, and it's going to be all witty and fun-like. And that's what we do here at Game Chat with Bwana. We do this every Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. You can come by at live.bwana.tv or at twitch.tv/Bwana to check us out and participate live. We got the chat overlaid. We're going to be discussing the stories. So without further ado, let's get started up in June 2012, boy. And for our first story, yes, look at that face, yes, that face is classic. But this guy, Ocean Marketing Guy, he has made a name for himself on the internet, and I'm sorry, but I think his career may be over. It just might be over. But first, before I get into that, let's talk about what he actually did. There was this big debacle. Ocean Marketing with 2 T's. There was this big debacle where a guy was trying to get this Avenger PlayStation 3 controller adapter, which basically helps you play better. Has all these little levers and contraptions all over. It's pretty cool. And he wanted to get it before the holidays, before Christmas. And the site promised that it would be shipped before Christmas. So as time went on, it became obvious that it wasn't going to arrive via Christmas. So he sent this guy these emails, basically complaining about the situation, basically asking for an update. He wasn't really complaining at first. But then the email chain took a turn for the ugly. And this Ocean Marketing Guy begin to insult and flame and basically get into a fighting match with the customer. So this guy got Penny Arcade's Gabe involved into the thread, and this guy really didn't know who Gabe was and proceeded to insult him as well. Basically telling him he didn't know anybody. He knows everybody in Boston. He knows everybody and everything, and you're a nobody, basically. And made himself look like an idiot. So Penny Arcade put him out there on Front Street. And guess what? It hurt. Because right now he is regretting everything. He has issued apologies. He has issued all kinds of statements saying that had he known who Gabe was, he would not have done that. And I like what this article says. Translation, I'm nice to people as long as they're important. But he was going on and on about in this email thread about how he's going to be at PAX, and how he was just talking about PAX as if Gabe doesn't know anything about it. If you haven't read the thread, you should check it out. It's a long read, but it is definitely worth the read. This guy really made a fool of himself, but now he's coming out to say he's sorry. And this is where everybody is a little bit cautious. They're like, well, is he sorry that he did that to the customer? Or is he sorry that he got caught? And this is one of the things that Gabe said. This is one of the things that Gabe said in his messaging when he posted the apology. He was like, I've dealt with bullies my whole life. And, when they get caught with something, they're quick to apologize. But are they sorry that they actually bully somebody? Or are they sorry that they actually got caught? So that's one of the things that we have to, consider with all of this. So, I mean, it's not in our hands. He's not apologizing to us. He's apologizing to the guys affected. But at any rate, this is one of those stories that make you go, Yes. Let's check it out, guys. This is over on escapistmagazine.com. You probably will see all these different memes. All these different memes come about with this guy's face on it with misspellings, and they take quotes from the email. So if you see this face on a meme somewhere, that's probably where it came from, the Ocean Marketing founder. And there's a lot of other related stories around this about some of his clients kind of disowning him, and I'm not going to talk about those, but wow. So check it out, guys. Escapist Magazine has the details over there. While we're on epic failness, let's talk a little bit about SOPA. SOPA. This is this bill that SOPA and Protect IP actually that has got a lot of exposure lately. It's basically the DMCA's revenge. This is another bill that is written to or intended to stop online piracy, which is why it's called SOPA, Stop Online Piracy Act. And it's got a lot of controversy because the way it's worded is giving a lot of companies and a lot of organizations that are pushing for it absolute power over the internet to the point to where they can block entire domains and basically shut sites down because they say so. Now, if you've ever been taken down for DMCA, it's kind of a shut you down, ask questions later type thing. So if you got a legitimate business and you're doing things correctly, the way this bill is worded, all the offender, all the initiator has to do is say, hey, they stolen our copyright stuff, shut them down. Your site will be offline for a lot of people. And it gives them a lot of power, and a lot of companies, this is the reason why it's so controversial, because it has so much room for abuse. It doesn't really police the people who are putting in these claims. So a lot of times when you give these big companies an inch, they're going to take a mile. That's why, and we see that with DMCA. I mean, RIAA went out and sued kids and uncles and aunts for millions and millions of dollars based on music downloads. They just really took it too far. So it's kind of ironic and even a little bit of an epic fail that the guys over at Torrent Freak said they have over 800 IP addresses from people on Capitol Hill who have been pirating movies, TV shows, music, games, and books via BitTorrent. Yeah, that's, kind of hypocritical. Albeit the people who made this bill don't have the power to control everybody at Capitol Hill. I'm not going to say it's their fault that they did it, but at the same time, you got people in your own house doing things that you're trying to stop. So you have to ask yourself, what's the real motivation at Capitol Hill? Are the people behind the bill pirating, or what's going on? It's too much. I mean, the intentions are correct. What they're trying to do, I agree with, but the way they're trying to do it is completely off. It's completely wrong. I don't believe in piracy. I don't pirate music. I don't pirate books. I don't pirate software. I don't pirate anything here. I buy everything, and I encourage people here to do it. Matter of fact, we don't even want you talking about it here, because that's how we roll here. That's how we do things here. But it kind of bothers me that they got 800 IPs originating from Capitol Hill. Now, these could be spoofed. Somebody could be playing a practical joke. They could be spoofing the IP. So, as we know, if you're a victim, IP addresses are not a definite means of making somebody a guilty party. Because you can easily spoof an IP, make it seem like you're coming from somewhere else. You can bounce off of multiple proxies. People have claimed that happened to them all the time, and it does happen. So, of these 800 IPs, they may not all be from Capitol Hill, but this article does make you think, well, is this the pot calling the kettle lukewarm black? What is going on here? But this is a very interesting article that talks about all the different things that are happening at Capitol Hill, some of which are piracy, and how it relates to SOPA and the Protect IP. And I believe they're going to be debating this Wednesday. I've sent out all kinds of links on Twitter. I haven't made many videos about it. People think I don't get behind this, but I have sent out a lot of links on Twitter for you to send your congressman or call your congressman or a Senate person or a House representative, anybody. Call them and let you know how you feel about this. Let them know, because if they get enough responses, they're going to have to do something. A lot of people think that doesn't work, but in essence, if you get enough support behind things, it will work. So guys, don't let SOPA pass. Just don't let it pass. It's going to stop things like Twitch, what we're doing here. They can shut down the entire domain. It'll shut down YouTube. It'll shut down anything that's hosting media. Anything, like I said, anything that's hosting media that has quote-unquote copyrighted or pirated material, they can shut the whole site down. Shut it all down. So that is just way too much. That's overkill. And there's nothing to stop them from just abusing it and taking over the internet. So check it out, guys. This is over at GamePolitics.com. They got the details over there about SOPA and potential lawmakers doing pirating themselves.
Game Chat with Bwana is recorded live before a worldwide audience every Monday night. You can participate by suggesting news stories. Just register an account in our forums at bwana.tv/forums.
Okay. Let's talk about Notch a little bit. Mr. Notch. You guys may recall we talked about the Ludum Dare contest where Notch wrote Minicraft, basically a 2D version of Minecraft, and how it was so similar to the game that we know and love. And Notch has basically went on Twitter and said in different outlets that he's developing a sequel to it. He liked it so much that he's actually going to develop a sequel. I don't know if he's going to sell it. I don't think they mentioned on here that he was going to sell it or give it away for free or what. But he is working on Minicraft 2, a 2D version of Minecraft. Now, I've yet to play this, but judging by the looks of it and what I've seen from it, it doesn't look like a bad game. But it also doesn't look like a great game either. But I think about those words I just said, and I said the exact same things about Minecraft. I'm like, except I said Minecraft looks like a bad game. I was like, this game doesn't look good at all. All I see are blocks and torches, but zombies come out at night. I don't care about zombies. Why'd you say zombies? I hate zombies. Zombies are in every game on the planet. Why do we have to abuse zombies? Call of Duty has zombies. Everything has zombies. Red Dead Redemption. Everybody got to put zombies and everything. It's zombies in this and zombies in that. And Plants vs. Zombies and zombies. Let's come back to reality. But Minicraft 2 is in development. Notch is working on it. I haven't seen Notch looking at some development tools to help him improve his code on Twitter. I was like, wow, Notch is looking at all these different, I don't know the names of the software, but they basically comb through your code and give you suggestions on how to improve it, to do best practices and things like that. Basically, what's the word I'm looking for? It's auditing a code. It's like an automatic auditing system. That's kind of hard to say. And Notch was looking at that. He's like, oh, yeah, I ran it through Minicraft 2, and it gave me this suggestion. I was like, look at Notch. trying to get all spouted, trying to get all fancified and sophisticated. Trying to be all like a real developer, doing things John Carmack recommended on. Look at you, growing all up, saving China. Minicraft 2 is development, guys. Go to indiegames.com. They got the details about this. And we'll be watching what Notch does with this. And, yeah, static code analysis. Thank you. He was using Sonar and static code analysis. Basically code audit tools. But we're going to be watching this very carefully and see what Notch does it. Is he going to put it under Mojang, or is he just going to release it to everybody? We'll be watching. Check it out. And speaking of indie games, we're going to talk about Bastion. Now, we recently just had our Game of the Year votes. If you guys missed it on YouTube, Bastion did come up in a couple categories. I think it was one or two categories. And I voted for it, man, because I like Bastion, man. It ain't just the music, man. It ain't just the soundtrack, because I play that to death. But I like Bastion, man. I think you guys should have bought it. It was like $5 or something. But anyway, congratulations to Bastion. They have topped 500,000 units sold. Let's go and talk about this quote here. They say, "We're happy to have this many people playing and to be in a position to make more games on our own terms. When we set out to make Bastion, a sales number like that seemed astronomical to us, so it feels great to have hit that mark. It goes to show that a lot of folks out there like what we're doing and want us to keep going, which is great, because we intend to stick together as a team and do just that." So I can't wait to see what else these guys come up with, because Bastion definitely was a breath of fresh air into gaming in general. Not just the independent gaming market, but just gaming in general. I mean, everybody who played this game, who got their hands on it, was impressed by something. I mean, it was definitely a breath of fresh air. So check it out, guys. This is over on indiegames.com. They got the details, and congratulations to Bastion. I wish they would have won some more awards. They got like, Time's Top 10 Games of 2011, which I thought was huge. IGN's Best Xbox Live Arcade Game. And they got a Top 10 Indie Games of the Year. And I think it won some, over on Spike Video Game Awards, I think they won some soundtrack awards as well. Check it out, guys, over at indiegames.com. They got the details over there.
Please support Game Chat with Bwana by turning off your ad-blocking software.
Okay. If you get on Jeopardy and they ask you the following question, you'll know the answer. I am the fastest growing subscription-based MMO in history. Boop, boop, boop. What is Star Wars: The Old Republic? Yes. Fastest growing MMO in history. We talked about this last show, how it made all these different marks, how they hit 1 million players since launching on December 20th, 2011. But this makes it the fastest growing MMO in history. And they have already posted some stats here. 28 million in-game hours, 5 hours a day playing the game, the people who are playing. Created more than 3.8 million characters, 500,000 which are Jedi Knights, and 500,000 which are Sith Warriors. See, that's why I didn't want to roll a Jedi when I got the game. That's 1 million Jedis out of 4 million. That's a fourth of the characters are Jedi. 1/4 of the characters are Jedi. Killed more than 2 billion non-player characters in just 8 days. Wow. That's a lot of death. 2 billion. Already over 1 million players strong after December 20th launch. It has become the biggest, not the biggest, but the fastest growing subscription-based MMO in their history. Now, does it deserve it? Does it? Does it deserve it? I played the game. but I haven't went back to it yet. Because I'm using the disclaimer, the excuse, too many games. But I do plan on going back to it before my month is up. Steam sales didn't help. Lots of cool games were gifted to me. Lots of cool games I purchased via the Steam sale. We've given some away here. We gave away LA Noire earlier today. We gave away Section 8 yesterday. Gave away a whole bunch of games. Gave away Deus Ex. Gave away Civilization 5. All these different great games. But do we think that Star Wars The Old Republic is going to have lasting power? And people, I talk to people about this game. They say, "Bwana, what do you think about this game?" I always bring up that point. I don't know if it's going to have lasting power. I don't know if this game is going to survive the onslaught of people who are going to move to Guild Wars 2 when it comes out, or the people who are going to move to Terra when it comes out, or when the next big WoW patch comes out. How many people are going to stick with this? Or when the next big Rift patch comes out, how many people are going to stick with this? Does it have that kind of lasting staying power? That is so hard to answer for any MMO, especially in the first month, especially in the early infancy stages. Couldn't say it about Rift, can't say it about this, but I'm leaning towards the pessimistic side. I'm kind of doubtful of it, man, because Guild Wars 2 is going to. I don't want to overhype it, but it's a pay once game with no subscription, and that's what gamers have been wanting since forever. It's going to be open world and not instance with no subscription. It's going to be hard to stop that onslaught. Star Wars: The Old Republic. We're going to be watching this one very closely. Like I said, I got the game through donations on the stream. I appreciate it, you guys. I'm gonna play it again, but I don't know if I'm gonna re-up for the next month. And we're going to have some fun with it while I got it. But Star Wars: The Old Republic, congratulations. Fastest growing subscription base MMO in history. And for our final story, we're going to talk about Borderlands 2. And I thought about this last night. I was like, man, I wonder when Borderlands 2 is going to come out. And I think the latest date is like September this year. I can't say next year anymore because it's 2012. September this year sometime. And a new article came out about the Gunzerker and the class and what it can do. And also they brought up the Siren, which is the main class that I played in the first Borderlands. So they talk about some of the abilities that the Gunzerker has. Basically, he is a dual wielder. And this answers a little bit of my questions. He said, this class is a dual wielder of weapons, but can only bring out 2 guns for a limited amount of time. Which means you'll have to make tough decisions about which guns to pull out and when. It's probably going to be a special ability. Combine an electric machine gun with a flaming shotgun to drop shields and do flame damage? Sure, why not? There's 3 skill trees. They talk about some of the ones called Yippee-Ki-Yay. The one I found interesting was Gunlust. It's kind of like they said, with vampiric attacks. But basically, it's going to grant more damage to the last bullet in a clip. I thought that was pretty cool. But this is what caught my attention, is that the Siren class will return, so I'm happy to hear that. But it won't necessarily be a phase walker. It's going to be very, very different and very, very new. So I am definitely looking forward to what they're going to do with the Siren class. I'm looking forward to Borderlands 2. Hopefully it'll be out before the holidays, around that September time frame. Remember we were talking about that September, October this year, and how there's too many games and not having time to, yeah, it's going to be the same thing this year. So save your pennies, guys. You're going to have to save up that money and buy Borderlands 2 when it comes out later this year. Check it out. They got the details over on joystick.com. And that concludes all of my stories. We're going to move on to the user-submitted stories right now and see what you guys have sent to us at Bwana.tv/forums.
Game Chat with Bwana is recorded live before a worldwide audience every Monday night. You can participate by suggesting news stories. Just register an account in our forums at Bwana.tv/forums.
Okay. You haven't signed up? Go to Bwana.tv/forums. This is our community forum. Sign up, communicate, participate. Yes. First stories are going to come from Nicholas Fun Stuff. First story is the Mass Effect Monopoly Do Not Want. Mass Effect Monopoly Do Not Want. Let's see what Nick has to say. I see what they. Ooh, I thought you were talking about like a monopoly on an industry, like the Monopoly is like but they actually have the board game Monopoly, and is like yeah, I get yes. Did you say do want or do not want? Do want. Sorry. I thought you said do not want because I assumed in my brainial region that Monopoly was something terrible, that it was going to be monopolizing an industry or something. I didn't think it's a board game. Mass Effect Monopoly is my favorite. You get the idea. And let's see. If you like the idea of Bioshock Monopoly, I didn't even know that existed, but prefer the depths of space to the depths of the deep blue sea, Mass Effect Monopoly might be your thing. Tommy Leroy is the man to thank for this awesome custom game, which changes everything about the original to bring it in line with BioWare's universe, even including its own pieces and currency. You can't buy it, of course. Just look at it. Look at it. Nice pictures here. Let's go through this, see if I can see all these. That's a nice board. It's got the space stuff. Very nice colors. I like the dark template on it. Cards look good. It's got its own currency. Yep. Nice, nice. 1 million thingies. Complete with barcodes. Very, very cool. Do want, says Nicholas Fun Stuff. Mass Effect Monopoly. Next story. DICE discusses BF3 weapon accessory tweaks. Accessory tweaks. What's this all about? DICE discusses BF3. Alan Kurtz took to the Reddit the other day to share his thoughts on his current Battlefield weapon accessories, what he feels needs to be tweaked. He asked about community feedback on specific accessories such as suppressor, heavy barrel, foregrip. All right, here are some of his thoughts. Foregrip plans on adjusting the foregrip on a per weapon basis, adding a 34% reduction in horizontal recoil based on the gun, and a negative 20% penalty to base accuracy when aimed. That might work. That might work. That sounds like it might be nerfing what it is now. That might work. Bipod. A buff for the bipod is likely since it has been set up in order to receive the benefits, less recoil, less bullet spread. Suppressor. Add negative 50% penalty to the base accuracy from the hip and plus 25% bonus to base accuracy when aimed and 10% reduce virtual recoil. So a minor nerf on the suppressor. Heavy barrel. Increase the max range. Damage stays the same. Wow, that's a buff. 50% bonus over to base accuracy when aimed. %50 bonus to base accuracy when aimed. Negative 25% penalty to base accuracy from the hip. Overall, the heavy barrel will have less recoil than currently. That is a lot. 50% base to the base accuracy. Wow. You are not going to miss. Flash suppressor. Kurtz points out that the flash suppressor is underwhelming, and as a result, it will receive a plus 20% reduced vertical recoil while getting a negative 20% base accuracy from the hip. So he mentions that these changes are not final, and they're not promising that it will go live. Usually what they do, and it's very cool at DICE, is that they discuss things with people on Reddit and other community outlets to get their opinions on things before they release them. And then, after they get everybody's opinions and consensus, they'll release it, and people will complain anyway. That's how it goes. Thanks for the links, Nicholas. Fun stuff. Going to be moving on to the next story, which is Emmerdale's story. Get your lootables and chattables on the Tryon's new Rift iOS app. So this looks like a new iOS app. I don't know if it's official or not. Yeah, it is. Tryon Worlds has released an iPhone mobile app this past weekend that shall make staying in touch with guildies and in-game events far easier on the go. So it looks like, is that Guild Chat? It's available for free. It allows Rift players to talk to friends and guildies whether they're in-game or also using the app. And push notifications. That's pretty good. Wow. I'm impressed. Probably the most intriguing feature of the Rift mobile app is something called lootables. Ways to earn actual in-game loot while using the app. Community rep on official forums has confirmed that it's an early release beta. There's more official info on the way. Free app. Talk to you guys. Get lootables. I am impressed. Another reason why I think Rift should be Game of the Year. It is really, really, really cool stuff. So I wish I could play Rift some more. And I agree with the comments. They need to do an Android version as well. Then they'll be hitting it on all cylinders. So thanks for the story, Emrandell. Guild Wars 2 columns. 5 things we'd like to see for guilds. Yes. ArenaNet has been pretty good on giving us details about their upcoming MMO, blah, 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 blah. So far, we've learned a lot about the game's races, classes, dynamic events, action-based combat. We have got a lot of information about this game. So this article is talking about 5 things we'd like to see. Number 1, easy-to-use guild finder and matchmaking system. Like, whoa, why are you going that way? I agree with that. 2, guild versus guild PvP modes. Very, very cool. That'd be great for competitive gameplay. Guild perks and accoutrements. Okay. And guild connectivity. So basically lots of things to do with guilds. Manipulation, matchmaking, finding guilds, putting guilds next to each other, or I'm sorry, against each other. I can't say I disagree with that. 4, guild connectivity, and 5, surprise us. They couldn't think of a 5th one, so they said surprise us. That's pretty cool. So we're going to be looking forward to Guild Wars. It's going to be very, very cool. I don't see this game failing anytime soon. Thanks for the link, Emrandell. About 5 things we want to see in the Guild Wars, or see for guilds and Guild Wars. So ROMs, 3D printers bring your Minecraft creations to life. With the help of 3D printers, transforming your hard work from Minecraft in the real world isn't exactly a new concept. But MindWays helps making the process easy. I was going to say I've seen this before. I have seen this before. But it looks like they've made it easier to do. MindWay acts as a middleman between Minecraft and the 3D printing services and lets you see an overhead view of your world where you can select the section to be printed. Yep, that makes it easy. The proper files are then extracted from the game. The only thing left is to send it off to a printer like Shapeways. Get a 3D print of your buildings. That's very cool. That would make a good gift for someone too. Like you build something for them in Minecraft and then do a 3D print out of it. Someone should make this a service. Someone should make this an online service and charge people like $5 or something like that. I don't know what they can charge. But this is open source. Somebody should build a business around this. They'll make a lot of money. Shipping it may be a little weird, but we'll see. Thanks for links to ROMs. Print full 3D models of your Minecraft creations. Now, Screenshot confirms M. Bison and Zayu, I can never say that name right, in Street Fighter X Tekken. Wish that game will come out already. Screenshot confirms M. Bison and Zayu in Street Fighter X Tekken. I'm probably going to buy this game. Filling out your roster of Street Fighter X Tekken so slightly, we have 2 more characters on board, M. Bison and Ling Zayu. Above image was found in the game's Xbox Live Marketplace page. Allows bloggers types to relax, knowing we'll have to come back an hour from now and update nullifying the leak. Blah, 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 blah. So if you look here, you can see M. Bison and Zayu right there. So they will be in Street Fighter X Tekken. Thanks for that link. Mr. Fish Tweet. Fish Tweet. Oh, I'm sorry. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Star Trek Online holds the last chance sale before free to play. What are the benefits in the Star Trek Online free to play? Let's see. Have you been eyeing that sexy cruiser extra character slot or those nostalgic uniforms you've always wanted in Star Trek Online? Then you may be on a shopping spree during the final hours this year. They're holding a last chance sale to give faithful players a chance to pick up a good deal or two over the holiday season. During the sale, players can snag anything they want, including duty officer roster slots for 20% off the regular price. So it's a last minute sale. When did they go free to play? End of this month? But the sale ends at January 5th. I think it goes free to play end of this month. Yep. Thanks for that story. And okay. And I think, let me refresh. All right. That's all the stories that we have. And guess what time it is, y'all? Guess what time it is, y'all? It is title time. Title time. Title time. This is the time where you guys come up with snazzy titles, things that related to the show and all the stories that we talked about. Make something witty, make something creative. Let's do it. Let's go. Ocean Marketing receives tsunami of grief. Print 3D Steam sales for $5 a month. SWTOR, the growth is strong with this one. Occupy Death Star, SWTOR fastest growing subscription MMO. Happy New Year, you don't get a title. Siren to be very different, but will it blend? Ocean is king of customer disservice. Congress pirates eat soap. I see what you did there. No penny for you, Paul Christopher. That's the guy from the Ocean movie. Bastion has a strong hold on indie sales. 500,000 units. The kid likes that. One premium sub. Hold the mail, please. I'm Commander Shepard, and Mass Effect Monopoly is my favorite Monopoly game in the board game aisle. No title for you. SWTOR has more than 3.8 million characters, 2 billion dead. SWTOR in a login far, far away. Not the letters, a video game in a board game. 500,000 Bastions sold around the world playing Mass Effect Monopoly. SOPA plus Protect IP plus Ocean Marketing equals epic fail. Minecraft for the not so many masses. Bastion now owns 500,000 people's money. Sound of Siren. The Siren gameplay are very different. SOPA on the rope. What? Notch is evolving. Congratulations. Your Notch has evolved into a real developer. Occupy Death Star. SWTOR's fastest growing subscription MMO. Minecraft 2? Yes. Oh wait, I read it wrong. Gaming Mass Effects on board games. I shall call it Minicraft. Artists will heart. What? Guild Wars 2 has a lot of guild features. No way. Lawmakers staff slipped on SOPA. SOPA didn't clean his own house. Borderlands 2 is going to go Gunzerker. Guns don't kill people. BF3 tweaks kill people. Siren returns to Borderlands 2, singing a different song. Congress, hypocritical since when? Minicraft, not to be confused with Minecraft. Subscriptions. What in the wig are accoutrements? Exactly. SOPA supporting drop the SOPA. Build up the guilds. Minecraft meets Legos. SWTOR needs zombies. And wow, wait a second. Nicholas does want Mass Effect Monopoly. All right, let's see here. Let's pick some That is a lot of titles. Whew. All right. We're going to go with this one. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Looking. Got two. Oops, I cut off a letter. Looking. Okay. We're going to have three titles to choose from. 3 titles are incoming. Yes. When B. George starts the contest, vote by typing in the number of your favorite title. 1, 2, and 3. Vote, 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 vote. This will be titled for episode 43 of Game Chat with Bwana, with the missing title under it. All right, I think the votes are wrapping up. 10 more seconds. The results are 1. The winner is 1. SWTOR. The growth is strong with this one. Congratulations to Shadow Chibi. You win title time for this week. And guess what, Shadow Chibi? You don't win any prizes. You don't win anything physical or substantial. You win what we call bragging rights. These are things that you can hold up and say, these are my Bwana.tv, all things Bwana, Game Chat with Bwana accolades. I hold them in my hand, but you can't see them. And people go, that's why your hand is glowing. Are you Goku? Are you Goku? Are you Goku? And you go, no, I just won title time with Bwana. These are my accolades. Fear me. And they'll be like, and you'll be like, yes, 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 keep it down, keep it down, keep it down. I won Game Chat with Bwana title time. Yeah, congratulations, Shadow Chibi. You win Game Chat with Bwana title time. And that concludes Game Chat with Bwana episode 43. I want to thank everybody for coming by. We do this every Monday night at live.bwana.tv and at twitch.tv/Bwana. And we started about 6 o'clock. And we've been on time lately. It's kind of scary how we've been on time. Let's keep it up, shall we? 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. That's when we do Game Chat with Bwana here. You can come by live or you can subscribe to me. Go to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/IOBuffa. That's IOBUFFA, where the videos will be posted. Or you can go to Bwana.tv, easy to remember, where I post embeds of the video. And also we have the live stream embedded there as well. You got links to the forums. You got links to everything. And we also have a forum. Go to Bwana.tv/forum. Sign up there as well. Follow me on Twitter. I need to make a graphic for all this stuff so I don't have to rely on you guys to type it. I'm going to make a graphic for next show. Twitter.com/Bwana or Twitter.com/Bwana Live if you wish to be followed, if you wish to be notified when I go live. The Bwana Live account will post a tweet sometimes. Getting Twitch to kind of fix that because it doesn't work all the time. We got subscriptions, guys. We finally got full-blown subscriptions here at twitch.tv/Bwana, or you can go to Bwana.tv/donate. You will now have a shiny little star next to your name in chat for donating $5 a month, $4.99 a month. And we're going to be converting our existing premium members over to that. And you also won't see any advertising on my channel. It's your way of showing support. You'll also be able to join on our premium Minecraft server and also have forum benefits as well. So thank you, Twitch, for hooking us up. Appreciate it. And that little icon right now is a star, but we're going to change it to something very, very special soon when it kicks in. You're going to like it. It rhymes with Slimin', and it has to do with Minecraft. It's pretty awesome. I'm so done. All right, this is Game Chat Bwana, episode 43. We will see you all next week, same time, same station. Take care, guys. Have a great new year. Have a great time. And make sure you come back, or I will hunt you down, and I will give you title time accolades. Take care. Bye-bye. Cutteth. Cut.